And I'm back to get irrationally mad at video games again. This is Artisan of Glimmith, QW, etc., etc. Just finished an area that just sucked. Just wasn't fun. That's really all I can say. Just did not have a good time. I'm going to continue though, and in the hopes that I will have a good time. Let's start with the Watchtower. Why not? That's where we are. Let's guild this Watchtower one. Let's see. So we're going to be looking for the 4s and the 5s. Some 3s, I guess. Oh, come... Every time I see this now, I'm just spoiled at this point. Because I've had such a bad time with Match that I see it and I immediately just start thinking, in what way is this puzzle going to suck? That's the first thought I have, is how is this going to be badly done? Okay. Well, let's start with... We got to have this piece here. Actually, let's count the number of pieces, because we don't do that. 54. There's a lot of things that go into 54. But what doesn't go into 54 is 4. 4, yeah, it's not divisible by 4. Because 50 is not divisible by 4. So we need a piece that's not. Imagine, again, I know, I think I said this like in the last video. I don't remember. Imagine a world in which we didn't have the control key to do this. And the game is expecting us to count and see what's going on. I cannot believe this. So it has to be at least 4 because of this. Can't be 5. 6 goes into 54 9 times, so we can have a 6er. Can't have a 7, can't have an 8. 8 does not go into that. It can be a 9. So 6, 9, anything larger than that, it starts to feel a little dumb. So we're going to do this. We're going to put this piece here, and I'm going to put... We have to have a second piece here. We have to have a complete thing here. So, okay. We got to bring this out, because we can't have 4, we can't have 5. If we bring this over here, we have 9. And I can't do this. I can't have a 9er like this. The reason is this piece would now have to take all of those. So we have to block that. We have to go at least 6. And it might be just 6. Yeah, it's going to have to be just 6. It's going to have to be this shape. The reason is if it is not this shape, if I have to go to 9, because it's 6, 9, or some bigger number, whatever. If I have to go to 9, I have to go through this section here, and I can only take one more piece out of this. If I take this one, now I have to take all of these. And if I take this one, this red piece is now locked in. So I believe 6 is where we stop, which is going to make this piece here. This piece would go like so. This piece goes like this. Yeah, 2 means we have to do it this way. It's going to be here or there. If I did it here, this way would break the puzzle, because now I would need a piece here, and it would go like that, and yeah, we wouldn't be able to get in and out of there. So it's going to go the other way. It's going to go this way. So this piece is going to come out of here, and it's going to go that way, so we can get this one there. We're going to draw that one. Yeah. And then we'll put that there. Yes. It's disappointing. Like, this was not one of the worst ones, and I feel like the match ones are only good if they're either very easy or they really ease off on this rule, right? Because, like, it didn't take too long to go through it, but then it was just like, it wasn't much of a puzzle once I did it. And this is a complaint I've had. It's like, once I do the boring work of figuring out what the shape is, and I just find that not fun. I just find it not a fun thing to do, even when it is done quote-unquote right. I don't find that fun. And then once I do that part, the puzzle itself really isn't interesting. It's not done in an interesting way. We just set... I don't know. It was just... That was it. Like, if that puzzle if we'd cut out all of this section, all of that, this is the only part that mattered. The rest of this was just like, well, this is just fine. You know what I mean? It's just a really uninteresting puzzle. Okay, good. This will be good. Boxy's a good rule. Mismatch is a good rule. Watchtower's fine. Well, we're going to have to do that. Okay, so we need to have this go on because we need to have 3 separate regions here. So let's put a blue region there, and let's put a green region there. So 2 means I can't have any more regions. I can't put a wall here. because this blue region can't reach there. We are in the boxy rule. So we got to go up and take that. And this blue one also has to go up because red can't move this way. So that's that. I can't take this area. So I either have... Oh, a mismatch. I can't have two separate regions. I have to have one region here. Now this one needs 3, but we could move this in. Ah, hold on. I should think of the more obvious thing. We have a 2 right there, so we should do this. So we could have... if I put a wall here... We have to also put a wall there. We either have a domino or 2 singles. So it's not going to work. So the red's got to take all of this section. It means the green's got to move down. No, we got to have a new segment here, which I'm going to call yellow because it is yellow. How am I going to do this now? If I were to say the blue moves in, we're going to be in trouble? No, we're not. Because now I'm just going to put a single piece here. We're going to do this. There we go. I kind of like that one. It's amazing how much more I can like this game if I'm not dealing with this rule, or apparently with Loopy and Bricky. They're just unpleasant to deal with, and it's really hard for me to get over it. I'm going to try. I'm going to try to have fun. I'm going to do it, goddammit. Precision non-boxy watchtower. Well, let's just start with the obvious piece here. We need one more of all these. Non-boxy. They're all 4s. I'm going to have multiple 4s of the same shape. That is true. This is all I know. I know that one of these is going to move in, but not both. Same with this arrow. Well, if I assume that this doesn't go, right? I would have to bring in this way, right? If I put a wall here, the yellow's got to get up to 4. It can move this way, but it can't move down again. So it would have to move here, which would force the green out, which would force the blue out this way, because we would need another set here, right? I'm going to put another red one there. I'm just testing this out here. Doing this means these are my 2 pieces here. So I could do something like this. And in fact, I probably would have to. I could only move this one more piece. So is there any way the green doesn't touch here? Right, this piece has to be either green or red. Like I can't put a new piece here because then it's blocked in. So green can reach it. But either way, the red is going to take that spot. This is fine. This is fine. I was hoping to get to a contradiction a little quicker than this. And yeah, this is gonna bother me again. The difficulty is really... It's so pervasive. That's the thing about the difficulty that is getting to me. It's like, if you just face one bad puzzle, you face one bad puzzle. And in a game this size, a game as bloated as this game, you are going to run into a puzzle you dislike. You can't get around it. You just have to deal with it. But the difficulty marker is on every puzzle. So I'm seeing it every single time. And it's always bothering me. Because if it's not correct, because I go into the puzzle, it's really hard not to see this number when I click on it. And the game seems to be conditioning you as the player to try lower difficulties before moving up, which means this number is always in your head. And the fact that it doesn't feel like it matches. When I see 3, I don't expect to do this level of work. This level of work would ordinarily be fun. I'm looking at this going, I like doing this. But I feel stupid now doing this because the game is suggesting to me I don't have to work that hard. So when I'm working this hard in my mind, I feel like it's because I am unqualified to play this game, and that's that. It's just, it just keeps bothering me. I keep trying to have faith in this game and keep playing it, and every step of the way, it just seems like there's something in it that is discouraging me. God damn it. Okay, let's keep going. So if I did this move here would set a lot of things. And then it would also force this to happen, which would force me to take this down. So all of this works so far. That's the problem. This all works. And I don't want it to work. I want it to break so I can see that it's wrong. Because now, none of them are... So this has to be an L shape somewhere. This has to be an L shape. We can't have a boxy shape. So something's got to go here. And it's got to take that spot. And it's got to take that spot. Can't be boxy. So we would have this. That means this has to be its own thing, and it can't be this piece. We have to take this out. It's fine. I just got it on accident. Yeah, that ends up being unsatisfying. I like doing this work, but I feel like I didn't know. I feel like I was saying, well, if I do this, I'm going to break the puzzle, and I didn't break it. That was just bad luck. That wasn't the puzzle's fault. I just got lucky in my guess. Okay. I prefer to make my moves without guessing, but I just got lucky. Okay, we just have threes. Well, let's think about these two bits here of the three, right in this corner, because these two can't be the same region. If they're the same region in a precision 3, that means we have to break the watchtower. So we have to have two separate regions here, which means this is not the third region because it can't possibly receive 3. So this must be yellow or blue, cyan, whatever. So this must be the third region here. And I think we have the same issue, the same thing here. Yeah, if I were to say take these two can't be the same, so they must be different. So red can't move down because now yellow's got to take all of that. So the red can't move down. We have to block that. Yellow could move down. But either way, this is your third region in here. So that's just got to be it. So we got to bring that out. This has to come out. So these are done. So now red can't move to the right because that would be the end of red, and we would have to have 3 regions in this watchtower area. We can only have 2. So that's going to be it there. That's going to move up. This is going to move up. Now, okay, we got to have this. And then, here we go, up here. These are the 2 regions I have, so I have to fill them in. This is going to give me a region up here. There's a new region right there. Don't know where it goes quite yet. But this one's got a little bit more of a restriction on it. We got to bring it out, but we can't bring it down because it's going to break the watchtower. So we have to have a new set here. This new set is going to move down and in like that. This orange has to take 1 piece, and then whatever is left has to take the other 2. This is fine. This is fine. I don't see the answer yet. I should probably look this area. We have the same thing as before, where these can't be the same region because then they would have to connect and break the watchtower. So we have to have 2 separate regions here. Let's switch them. I'm going to switch them because the orange is right over here. Which means this can't be a unique region. It has to, in fact, be this one. So these are the 2 regions that are here. So I could bring this up like so, or I could bring them both up like that. Either way. No, actually, I can't bring that over. So the red does have to move up. Now, what do I put there? I put red or I put yellow. Don't see the answer immediately on that one. If I were to block here, we would just solve the puzzle, I think. There we go. Don't know why the other way didn't work, but we're close enough to the end, we can just solve it. All right. Precision 5. Great. We have a P shape to start with here. We gotta do that somewhere. That means I can take one of those, or I could ignore them and have a new shape taking all 3 of those. Should probably immediately see this 4. I should probably also immediately see this 4. Gotta take, there's gotta be an L shape. Not much we can do about that. Anything else, like a C shape here, we block that in. We just have to make that an L shape. That's gotta go up. Whatever's in this corner has to come out, and then it can't move down because you have to have 3 separate things. So I have to move this in here. We could do this potentially. I don't know. That's got to move out. Any other obvious moves? We have the same thing as before with this corner where we can't make these the same unit. Like the only way that could potentially be done, right, is if you do something like this, which breaks the precision and it breaks all of those. Like if we didn't have that rule, it would be different, but we have that rule, so we can't do it. So these have to be 2 separate regions, and then this must be the 3rd region right here. All right, these are the 3. These 2 could be the same region, though. We don't know. I'm just going to hold off on that. Actually, this yellow region could touch any of these 3 regions. Is that right? No, it can't touch any of them. Yellow can't reach that one, because now blue and purple are going to be blocked in. Yellow can touch the purple region, though. I don't know enough about this because any of these could touch the yellow. Well, is there any way I have a wall here, though? Because these can't be the same thing. So no, purple would have to move out this way. And is there any way I put a wall here? The answer is no, because cyan would have to take over blue, and we would not have 3 regions here. So we have to have walls here. These can't be part of those regions, so is there any way? Yeah, blue can't be part of purple. I know that much, which means blue is either part of yellow. Well, either way, blue, we can't put a wall here, because if we do, blue can't move to the right or up. It would have to move left, and then we would have to take the yellow, but we'd still be stuck in there. So blue has to move down. It can be part of yellow. If I put a wall here, though, it would be part of yellow, but wouldn't have enough room, because now it can't be part of purple or cyan. So blue has to move down. The yellow can be part of blue. We could have a P shape. That is totally fine. Yellow can also be part of purple. Don't know that for sure. This cyan now has to move at least this far. We could have an I shape, or we could have an L shape here. We don't know. Actually, hold on. Hold on a second. Oh, hold on. If I had an L shape here, I could just move the blue in. That's totally fine. I could have this shape, and then this goes up. It's totally fine. Totally fine. All I know is this is required. Let's see. Is there any way the red moves in like this? Yeah, because then this is just fine. Is there any way to put a wall here? I'd have to move this in, and then this would go up there. Now this would be here, and that's fine. That's fine. Okay, let's look somewhere else. This is probably not the right place to look. I could move this over, right? Well, hold on. This orange can't go all the way over here, because then I need both of these to be red, which isn't going to happen. If this orange moves down, we have that happen. If this orange moves across, if this orange doesn't move down, we would have to do this. And then we would have to have these all be the same unit. Which works. This actually just works, which is unfortunate. I want it to not work. This becomes that, though. Like, okay, this just ends up being here. This just ends up winning. Okay, whatever. Man. Okay. I just wasn't following. I just wasn't following that one. I'm just gonna write it off. I just wasn't following it. I'm having a better time than last week or whatever, but marginally. I just feel like I'm not getting lucky, and it happens too much. I get unlucky too much. This is annoying me over here. The first thing I laid my eyes on is that graphical bit. That is really annoying. Is that a glitch? Let me look over here. Well, I know the way this game goes, like it puts a camera closer to the thing. It's not actually rendering a new image. I'm actually looking at it. This is actually the area, but that is annoying. Okay, this is also kind of an eyesore. Okay, I see the watchtower. It is really easy to miss these. All right, I'm just going to start with the obvious. If I see two of the same symbol next to each other, we've got to block them off. Don't have a lot next to each other, but down here we do, which means like these two units have to be two different colors. But now I can't have any new colors but red and yellow. So red can't possibly get there and yellow can't possibly get there. So this is set. Can't move that. This yellow is taken. This yellow can only reach this circle. So it can't move up because then no one will ever touch this diamond because we block it in. So we gotta take this. We gotta make that happen. Man. This is why if I'm playing a game and I start finding things wrong with the game, it turns into a domino effect where I start seeing everything wrong with the game. It turns into a thing where I'm looking for it. And I feel bad about doing that, but I've kind of lost faith in the developers, so I don't feel that bad. All right, so we have to have two separate colors here. And we can't have red reach this one, can't have blue reach that one, so these have to go in. So we're going to block that. That brings that out. We need a circle, and again, same logic as down here. Okay, well that only gets me so far. This diamond's got to be a new color. Can't be either of these two here. So let's bring that. Doesn't tell me much. Down here is probably a little more promising. We've got purple and we've got, let's make this one yellow. So this thing here, thing is I can do a lot with it. I'm trying to think what direction do I gotta move from here? If I move to the right, that's forced. Actually, hold on, what is gonna be this square? If I block this off here, yeah, if I block this off, this is not the red, yellow, or the purple region. It's not going to work because I have to bring it down, and now I have 3 regions here. Because it can't be the yellow and it can't be the purple. But those have to be filling this location. So this region can't move down. It's got to be part of the red. And now this red's got to touch a purple and it's got to touch a hexagon and a circle. Can't touch another one of these. If I were to block this here, I'm screwed, right? Because I can't bring that down. We now have 3 regions there. Unless we said this is... No, we can't. This can't be, right? So these two got to be separate, and this red region I've made can't be either of these two. Because if I move this down, we now have a new region here, which also must move down, creating a 3rd thing. So yeah, that is correct. So we have to bring this over, meaning we have to take these 2. Got to take this, and we could move down. The only circle we can take is that one, which means we have to take this triangle. Yeah, that's it. This has got to come down. We need 2 things here, which means here are our 2 regions. It could be part of the purple, or this could be part of the purple. We're not totally sure. Is there any way there's a wall here? No, I don't think there's a wall here with this blue region because it forces us to move in this way, and now we can't reach anything. So this has to move down to this circle. Is there any way there's a wall here? I don't think the answer to this is yes, because then we have to move this region up because we can't have 3 separate regions in here, which means now... yeah, what square are we going to touch? That square. Yeah, that's going to square. Yeah, let's think about it in terms of squares. I got it. So these 2 regions need to touch a square. This square is touchable by both of these, but whoever doesn't touch the square needs to touch one of these 2. This one cannot... Hold on, this one can only reach by going this way. Or this way. It can reach those squares. This guy, however, can't reach any other squares except that one. So we do have this region. I'm going to switch to purple real quick. This region must be like so. And now we have to touch another square. Oh, we can reach this one too. Which one is... we can't do it this way. We could do this? No, we can't because we need now... We got to have 2 regions here. And they have these 2 squares to touch. This, yeah, because we can't touch it this way. So, yeah, this circle, this circle, this circle. I think I know what it's going to be. I have 3 circles here. These 2 diamonds mean there's 2 regions at least. One of them's got to be the blue region. It's probably this one. I can't imagine it doesn't touch anything else. Yeah, this is the one I can reach. This blue region can't reach that guy because it has to go around and touch a lot. So it's going to be this one, meaning this is a new region. It's not going to be this region because that's going to cut us off here. So we have another region here. So we have a cyan region. We're going to make an orange region here. And we have this red. Let's make it something not orange. Make a green region. Blue, green. And then 3 circles between blue, green, and red. That's what's going to be. I cannot take this red circle. If I take this red circle, now I don't have the ability to create regions in here because I can only have these 2 extras. So it's going to be this shape. It's not going to be that. It's going to be this shape because this gets it all. This shape like so. That's the only way we can make this all work. And now for this section. I was just hoping it would actually just magically speak to me, but no, I have to do some work. So this got to come out. Is there any way we don't touch this circle? Yeah. No, hold on. Yeah, like this. No, hold on. I can only have 2 regions touch this. So if the yellow region ever touches here, it's got to touch all of them because the red one's done. So we can't bring it down. We have to bring it around this way. And now this region here has to touch all 3 pieces. Can't touch that one. It's got to be there. And there. That's it. So now this has to both be a different region. And this square's got to be a new region as well, which means it's got to come down. That's blocked. I think that's it. There we go. That was a good one. We're back. We're back. We're so back. I'm having a good time again. Up until I see another bad puzzle. Okay. But no, Watchtower is a fine rule. I like it. Okay, we've got this to start with. Does this mean anything? Two. It means one direction I go, but not both. I have a similar thing here. I don't know. These could connect to each other. How many total regions do I need then? Because I've got one of each. I have 9 regions total. All right. Well, this is for sure. This blue comes out. It can't go there. Now this blue can't move up, and the reason it can't move up is now it can't move left. So there's got to be a new region here. Well, it can't be a different region. It's not going to reach. It's not going to touch any rows, windows, right? It has to be part of the red. But now the red needs to touch everything else. It can't do that. So this blue is blocked from moving up. It must move down. I'm going to make it a lighter blue so I can see the walls. Green's going to come down. That's as far as I go. That's as far as we go. This yellow can't be part of this red because of the watchtower, which means it can't be part of the green, so it's going to have to escape this area. The only way to escape it is through there, because it can't touch this, right? If I bring this piece out for any reason, right? Let's make a different color for a second. This yellow piece now, it can't go out that way. It can't go through here because we've got to do this. So this yellow piece does have to move through there, which means it has to take the circle. Because if it doesn't take the circle, what does the circle belong to? So we have to take this. Is there any reason why we would do this or this? Why would we say this is the correct answer instead of that? I do not know. That seems like a duplicate possibility. Do I have something wrong? Right? Like I'm trying to say, there's one answer to every puzzle. There's no puzzle that should have more than one answer, which means if I have this, I see what it is. This can't be it. Exactly, right? Because I need to have 2 regions here. What are the regions going to be? It's going to be red. If we block this one off, this red can't escape, because if I do this, red now has to go through all of this, yellow can't escape. So the red has to move up, it needs to have a new region here. Well, this region, yellow, is blocking that, so the yellow's got to take that for sure, which means it also has to take this piece. But why won't it take that one? I'll have to figure that out, because this seems like a multiple answer thing. Both of these don't affect the puzzle. Perhaps I will discover the truth eventually. So this yellow now needs to be a new region. Like purple. Let's have fun with purple. We gotta bring it out. This gotta come out. These are blocked. Oh, hold on. Hold on. I've broken the puzzle already. Because now I can't touch a circle again. I see. I'm done. I know what it is. So let's bring this back for just a second. I can take the circle with this piece. In my mind, I was like, I can't do that. I don't know why my mind said that. My mind said that, and it ruined me. Okay, let's bring this out. We got to bring this down, and now we have to bring it up. So this is the same as before. And then we have to put a wall here, because we can't have yellow be in all of these sections. So the red's got to come out there. So that means this blue has got to be a new section. It can't be this one. Can't be this one. So I'm going to make this red again, and I'm going to make this one blue. That's going to come out. We've only got 2 of our things, so we got to bring this. This is a new section. I'm going to make this just regular blue again. So I've got triangle, circle, and diamond. So I need a square, and it's probably this one. This is a new region. I don't know what it is yet. If I didn't take this square, I'd have to come down like this, and now nothing will touch it. So that is in fact. So this yellow region could be complete where we stand. It might be done. Purple's got to escape. So blue does have to touch this circle. Can't. We do have to block that. So we still got another region down here that I'm not totally sure of. I'll make that region come out. This region has to escape, and so does that. Do I have all my regions in? So this, because I'm gonna have 9 regions and 8 colors, so at least one region will duplicate a color. Let me just make sure I don't have any duplicated colors for a second. So I've got red, orange, yellow. I've got the teal green. I've got 2 blues. Let's make this the other green. There. Red, orange, yellow. I've got the 2 greens. I've got cyan, blue, and purple. And here's my last region. Here are the final regions. These are all of them. Okay. So this has to now escape this way. Got the triangle. We can't bring that up. So this one's gotta be red. I can't see any other region getting in there. But we gotta bring this in. We've got everything. We could just take that and be done. Not totally sure. It's gotta go. There we go. This region could be complete. It's got everything. This yellow one is now complete. We can't go anywhere with it. You gotta bring this out. So we have to bring this because these aren't done. The purple one still has a lot of room to grow. That's gotta go. This could be it, or that could be it. I don't know. Is there any reason I need to bring green out? I should think of it that way. Because if I bring green out, it's going to cause constraints on everybody else. But if I stop this green here, there's no more watchtower rules to worry about. I can just stop the green. Right? I think that's the end of that. The purple's not going to come down in here, though. So somebody else who doesn't have a triangle is going to have to do it. And it's going to be either red or this teal green to get this triangle. Because it can't be the cyan piece down here. Everybody else has a triangle. So we could reach down this one, or we could come all the way around the edge. All I know is if I take this square, regardless of it, I do have to bring this red piece around. I have to take a triangle. So this orange piece is probably done. Yeah, if it wasn't done, we'd have to do this. And now what do we do here? It would be quite tricky, but that's got to be blocked. This has to take this. Yeah, that's blocked. These pieces are probably done. This one can't take these triangles, but we can take everything in here just fine. This won't move up. We could take this triangle. Well, the thing about it, there's 3 more triangles that aren't taken, right? 1, 2, 3. This piece doesn't have a triangle on it. This one doesn't try. These don't. So cyan can't take this triangle. If it doesn't take this triangle, it has to take this one. And that feels impossible to me. Yeah, if I did this, how on earth would I get everything else to work? So I think it's got to take that one. But without knowing 100% sure, I'm going to keep going with what I'm doing for now. This purple, is there any way there's a wall here? I think so. We can just do this. No. If I put a wall here with purple, we have to move down. And now this triangle is unreachable because purple can't reach it, cyan can't reach it. Someone's got to go through this triangle to get to it. So purple's got to move this way. It can't move down. This can't move over for that reason, so this is complete. Should have seen that one coming. So whatever gets to this triangle has to go through here, which means this can't take that triangle. We have to come out this way. We can't go down here either because we have to go through both triangles. So we got to take this one. And if we block it off, we're screwed. So we can't block it here. We got to go this way. And now which circle can we reach? Because this circle is going to be circle, diamond, and triangle are going to be here. That's what's going to be taken by this. Right? Whoever touches this triangle is going to come out this way. Well, who doesn't have those pieces now. I hope I haven't done something really catastrophically wrong. Who doesn't have a circle is just you. Just cyan and this one. And blue. Blue's going to need to take a circle to get out of here. Now touching this square's got to be red. If I take this, I just can't get through now. I just can't do that. So I can't take this. Bringing this down is not going to work because of that. I still got to get to a circle, which is going to be this one now. Like, this wants to just get a triangle, but now this has to touch... I must have something catastrophically wrong in here. I can't bring that up because I can't take that piece. Like, I want to go through there, but I can't with this piece. Is there any other piece that didn't touch a red that can go through there? These all touch red. If I said that this green piece doesn't, that's not going to work. It's still got to go through there. Like, this is what it wants to be. Or, sorry, not that. It wants to be... Yeah, it wants to touch a triangle. Yeah, this doesn't work. Something's off. Something's off here. Because the red needs to get there, and then the cyan now needs to do this sort of thing. The problem now is I think that my logic is bad, far enough back. I actually can't tell where it's bad, so I have to literally restart. I don't like doing that. I like being able to find where the problem is and fix it, but I literally can't see it. So I gotta restart. We're gonna do this again. There's some step here that was illogical that I just didn't see as illogical, and I did it. Make these lighter. Wish there was an option. I wish the game chose lighter colors. Dark colors are fun and all, but it makes it harder to see the walls. And sometimes it's really important that I see the walls. So, red's got to move one direction. It cannot move both. If it moves left, it's got to move. It now has to escape through here. It can't do this, block, then it would have to go this way. Maybe this was a possibility. Maybe this was always a possibility. Is that right? I just know with this one coming out, it can't move up because then it can't move over. We would have to make this happen, right? So that's all I know. But we could bring the red one down. Why was this not working? Because then I have to have a piece up here, which is neither the blue nor the red. Okay, so now what is pissing me off here is that I feel like it all comes down to guessing the direction of this red piece. I don't think it should be a guess. I think I should be able to know. If I move this, it can't move up, can't move there, so this has to move here. So yeah, I think that's what it is. Okay, so this blue piece must move to the right. It can't move to the right again, it must move here. It can't move up because then what piece goes here? If it is not this red piece, it can't be the blue, then that's the end of it. So we have to block, we have to come down, the green has to come down. Great. So yellow, we can't bring red down. We can't do that. That much was correct. So if I blocked here, yellow has nowhere to go. Or red has nowhere to go. One of those two things happens. So red does have to move up. It's got to move out. Now, could it be that I take this region? That's another possibility. I could take that one. Well, let's think about yellow. Yellow's escape. Yellow can touch this circle, but no matter what, yellow's coming through here. That much we did. Yellow cannot move this way because then this yellow piece has nowhere to go, right? Let's make that. This was the purple one this time. This yellow region must escape. This purple region must escape. It can't touch here. Yellow's got to come down and it's got to touch the circle. So yellow cannot touch the circle. That means the circle can only be touched by this green region. This is all the same as before. I can't take this because then the watchtower thing is broken. I can't take this triangle. I must take the diamond. And I could not take the square because whatever piece goes here needs to be... Here, let's make this green. This piece needs to come out. So we got to come out this way. Got to come out this way. This can't move down. This has to be a new region. So this is done. This is just complete. We can't take that anywhere else. This is exactly the same as before. That's disheartening. I can't find the answer. So the beginning apparently is fine. So I can't take this now because it breaks the watchtower rule. So this is all still the same as before. So we got to have a region here. Got to have a region here. So I think I have my 9 regions. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold on. I've got my 4 regions here. I got 3 more there. That's 7. I have 8, 9. I have 9 regions. I have them all. I can't make any more. Purple's got to escape, so now this has to escape. Purple escape again, so the green region has all 4 of its symbols. It's probably as far as it'll go. Orange has to go, means purple's got to go again. Cyan, this is all going to go. There's no way any of these regions are each other, right? This can be this region, right? This could actually be the same. No, it can't because the watchtower rule. This region could be... Is there any way this could be the purple region? The purple region could be the red region. Those could be the same. And I could have a new region somewhere. Maybe that's the secret. Gotta do this. This square can either be the red or a new region, which would have to be one of these. Yeah, because which of these regions could be the same one? These 4 gotta all be separate, and I know that these here are all set because this one's complete. But this purple and this red could end up being the same region. This orange can't unless it goes like all the way. It has to avoid this circle, but it can't. So this orange just be complete. So these 2 could go together, but that's not great. I guess they could if I could get these 2 to go together. I brought this down, right? This has to come out. This would become a problem. So we do block this. This is done. Got to come out this way. If I bring this down again, somebody's got to go through 2 triangles. So we do have this going on. We have the same thing this way. So I could say, like, what if I made a new region here? This was the red region, and I did it like this. See what I'm getting at? And now here... but then this region's got to touch somebody. Right? Like if I did something like this, I need to touch a... hold on. This one could actually be that region. Now, if I did this, we have to touch that, and I think that's it. That's it. Oh my god, that's actually really clever. That's clever. Like it required, it's bait, because you see these regions and you think these have to be completely separate regions, right? But no, this one just has to be the long region. You just have to make the long region. I like that kind of thing where like there's the trick you have to find. That's fun. Finding the trick, the thing of the puzzle. What's not fun is the minutia, like when I do bricky and loopy puzzles of every single cell has to be examined to make sure you're not breaking the rule. That's the worst. This is the best. That's how it should be done. Take notes. How many more before? Oh, we have so many more. Oh, bump my microphone. I have so many more in this one area. There's no way I'm getting it all in this video. There's just too many puzzles in this game. That's just my opinion. The puzzle should be cut like in half. There's just way, way too much. We just have 2 regions? We just have 2 regions on this one. I don't know, I was looking at it going, it can't be that simple, but it is that simple. There's just 2 regions. So there's a red region here, and then there's going to be a blue region. This region... Well... This... It could be this, and that's our second region, or we could say this, and that's the second region. Could this ever be a thing? No. If we did this, then how on earth do we get blue in there? So no to that. So this is actually, this is the red region, which means this is the blue region. And yeah, so that this is in fact how we start. And it's not done yet, so it's going to do that and that. So red's got to go into there and into here. So now to get 2 in this spot, red's got to go all the way around, and then blue's got to take all this. Yeah, that's not too bad. Cool, easy. Let's do another easy one and then stop, just for time, so we don't go for 4 hours in this one section. I think the wall is here when it comes to this palisade. The reason is if the wall is not here, then if it's there, we have a problem. If it is up, and if it's either side, one of these 2 watchtowers is going to be broken. So we got to block it here and then make that happen. And now we need a new region here, like so, and we need a new region here. And it's got to go that way. There we go. Neat puzzle. I mean, it's just simple, like tutorial-ish type of puzzle. But that's how it goes. All right, good stuff. But there's still plenty more here. I don't want to do it all in one video, so I'm going to stop here and then go somewhere else. Man, this game has its ups and downs. This is more of an ups area, as long as you don't have to do fucking match puzzles. But I really liked the one I did. Oh, I've already lost. Where was it? Was it this one? This one. This was the king puzzle of this area. Yeah, I wish all of them were like that, but unfortunately no. So I will see you all the next time around. Thanks for watching. Have yourselves a good one. Goodbye.